Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in the world of Game of Thrones? How about Tibet? Welcome, fellow explorers and dreamers, to a journey that transcends the boundaries of imagination and reality. Today we embark on a quest to the mystic lands of Tibet, a place where the veil between fiction and reality seems to thin, a place that echoes the grandeur and intrigue of Westeros, the captivating world from the iconic Game of Thrones. As we traverse the high-altitude terrain of Tibet, you'll start to see the uncanny resemblance. The rugged landscapes, the towering mountains, the vast plains, and the ancient monasteries all seem to whisper tales of dragons, knights, and epic battles. Isn't it fascinating to think that the world of Westeros, a realm we've only known through our screens, could have a real-world counterpart? But this isn't just about the physical similarity, it's about the spirit, the essence that permeates both Westeros and Tibet. It's about the age-old traditions, the rich cultural tapestry, and the people who, despite the harsh conditions, have forged a way of life as resilient as the Starks of Winterfell, as vibrant as the markets of King's Landing. Tibet, with its breathtaking beauty and cultural depth, seems to be a living, breathing version of Westeros. It's a place where ancient beliefs meet modern aspirations, where the old and the new exist in harmony, much like the Seven Kingdoms we've come to know and love. So come along as we delve into the heart of Tibet, unearthing the stories and the secrets that lie within its borders. As we journey through this land of snow-capped peaks and azure lakes, of ancient monasteries and vibrant festivals, we'll discover a Westeros not bound by the confines of a TV screen, but alive in the spirit of Tibet. Perhaps our journey to Westeros begins not on a film set but in the heart of Tibet, and so let the quest begin. Picture this: towering mountains, vast plains, and ancient fortresses. Sounds like Westeros, doesn't it? Welcome to Tibet, a land that effortlessly mirrors the fantastical landscapes of Westeros. The striking similarities are uncanny, as if the Seven Kingdoms were transplanted from George R.R. Martin's mind into the physical world. Imagine the Tibetan Plateau, the highest region on Earth, stretching out before you like the expansive fields of the Reach. The vast plains, blanketed in a rich tapestry of wildflowers, echo the fertile lands of Highgarden. Here the air is thin, and the sky, a deep cobalt blue, seems to stretch on forever, just as it does over the summer lands of the Seven Kingdoms. Then, there are the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas, standing tall and proud like the wall in the north. The rugged terrain and the icy winds whip through the mountains, mirroring the harsh, unforgiving conditions of the Night's Watch posts. Yet, these towering giants hold a stark beauty, a testament to nature's indomitable spirit, much like the resilience of the north in the face of adversity. Now, let's journey to the heart of Tibet, where ancient fortresses stand as silent sentinels of history. These age-old strongholds, with their imposing stone walls and weathered battlements, could easily double for the formidable castles of Westeros. One can almost hear the echo of battles fought and victories won, reminiscent of the power struggles that fuel the Game of Thrones narrative. But it's not just the physical similarities that resonate. Both Tibet and Westeros are lands steeped in tradition and folklore. In the monasteries, the hum of monks chanting echoes through the halls, much like the old songs sung in the halls of Winterfell. The stories of deities and demons, of heroes and villains, mirror the intricate tales spun in the saga of Ice and Fire. And just like Westeros, Tibet has its own stories to tell. In Westeros, every castle has a tale. In Tibet, every monastery has a legend. A land as ancient as it is mysterious, Tibet is a wellspring of stories that rival the captivating narratives and intricate character arcs we find in the world of Game of Thrones. Picture a place where the mountains pierce the heavens and the monasteries are as old as time itself, every stone whispering tales of bravery, betrayal, and faith. This is Tibet, the roof of the world. Like the Seven Kingdoms of Westeros, it is a land where history and mythology intertwine, creating a tapestry rich in color and complex in design. Consider the legendary tale of the Tibetan king Gesar, a warrior as brave and cunning as Robb Stark himself. His exploits are still sung by the firelight in the chilly Tibetan nights, echoing off the mountain peaks and into the hearts of the listeners. This tale, like many others, serves as a reminder of the valor and courage that is as much a part of the Tibetan identity as it is of the characters in Game of Thrones. Then there are the stories of betrayal, as chilling as the tales of the Night King's invasion. The Tibetan folklore tells of the minister Langdharma who, much like the infamous Lannisters, used deceit and treachery to ascend the throne. His reign, however, was short-lived as his actions led to his eventual downfall. And of course, we cannot forget the narratives of faith. Tibet, known as the last stronghold of Vajrayana Buddhism, is home to countless tales of spiritual enlightenment and divine intervention. These stories, much like the tales of the Lord of Light in Game of Thrones, remind us of the enduring power of faith in shaping destinies. Throughout the ages, these stories have been the lifeblood of the Tibetan culture, passed down from generation to generation, keeping the heritage alive. They show us that just like Westeros, Tibet is more than just a breathtaking landscape. It is a land of stories, of legends that have stood the test of time. Just as we find in the Game of Thrones, the true power of Tibet lies in its stories. From the honorable Starks to the cunning Lannisters, Westeros is full of memorable characters, but so is Tibet. Dive into a world where the characters are as rich and vibrant as the landscapes they inhabit. In the snow-capped mountains and the vast plateaus, you'll find the monks of Tibet, the spiritual Starks of our real world. Devoted to their faith and their communities, these monks exude an aura of tranquility and wisdom. As the Starks hold Winterfell, the monks hold the spiritual fortitude of Tibet. Then, there are the nomads. Like the Dothraki horse riders of Westeros, the Tibetan nomads are masters of their terrain. They navigate the harsh highlands with ease, their lives intertwined with the yaks and sheep that provide them with sustenance. Their resilience and adaptability mirror the Dothraki's fierce independence and resourcefulness. In the bustling markets and quiet workshops, you'll encounter the artisans of Tibet, akin to the skilled craftsmen of King's Landing. Just as Gendry forged swords and armor, these artisans craft intricate thangkas and pottery, keeping alive centuries-old traditions. Their hands tell tales of dedication and artistry, shaping the cultural fabric of Tibet. But let's not forget the cunning minds and political strategists, those who remind us of the Lannisters. You'll find them too in Tibet. In the form of local leaders and businessmen, they navigate the complex socio-political landscape, their acumen ensuring the survival and prosperity of their communities. And just as Westeros is filled with countless other characters, each with their own unique stories, so too is Tibet. From the humble tea seller to the adventurous mountain guide, every individual has a role to play, a story to weave into the grand tapestry of life in Tibet. In this remarkable land, you'll find that characters aren't confined to the pages of a book or the scenes of a TV show. They're real, they're complex, and they're profoundly human. In Tibet, as in Westeros, every face has a story. Our journey to Westeros may have started in Tibet, but it doesn't end here. As we conclude this remarkable expedition, let's take a moment to reflect on the beauty we've unearthed and the stories we've shared. We've walked through the breathtaking landscapes of Tibet, drawn parallels with the mystical realms of Westeros, and found threads of our favorite saga woven into the fabric of an ancient civilization. Travel, at its heart, is a search for stories. We ventured to the roof of the world not just in search of scenic beauty or cultural diversity, but for the stories that breathe life into these elements. We sought out the characters of Tibet, their lives, their tales, and in them, we found echoes of our beloved characters from Westeros. Our journey may have ended, but the adventure continues. That's the beauty of travel. It opens our eyes to the familiar in the unfamiliar, to the expected in the unexpected. We set out to find Westeros in Tibet and found so much more. And so, as we wrap up this journey, we encourage you to embark on your own adventures, seek out the world's hidden corners and uncover the stories they hold, find your own version of Westeros. Because the beauty of travel lies not just in the destination but in the journey and the unexpected connections we make along the way. With each journey, we write a new chapter in our own story, adding layers of experiences, memories, and connections. Each adventure is a step towards understanding our world a little better, a step towards finding our place in the grand narrative of life. So, will you embark on your own journey to Westeros? If you enjoyed this adventure, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, keep exploring.